Yes, yes, peeps. What's happening? Hope everyone's well. Welcome to another episode on the finished article, all things football. What can I say? It's a beautiful day. It's bank holiday, and it's the first Monday we haven't had to work in a while. Can't complain. Now I'm going to bring my boy in, Shaz. Where you at, bro? Where you at? How's it going, bro?
Yes, yes, people. I'm back. I'm back
He's back. You know what,
again.
guys? He's back. He's back after he missed the epic podcast I threw out for you the other day.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I
apologies,
missed that one, man. I missed
it
it.
was it's Ramadan, so we're all at Tarawih namaz.
That's it, man. That's
So
it.
not a problem. But Shaz, good to have you back on, bro.
Nice
It's
one, bro. Nice one. No, it's
so
good, man.
guys,
It's good to be back on all things football. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely sunny bank holiday weekend.
it is indeed. But before we kick off, see that
But
beautiful,
before we move on, please hit the like button,
subscribe and
subscribe to the
comment
channel,
below.
and leave your comments, people. Today we are going to be talking about the Champions League and Europa League semi-finals. We're going to do a bit of a mix today. We're going to preview and review the same game. So we're going to review the first leg and preview the second leg. And yeah, I'll let my boy Shaz kick off.
Let's do this, bro. Let's do this. So what we're gonna start off with today let's start with the Champions League, and you know what? No better place to start off than Advantage Chelsea. What can I
Yes, yes.
say? Chelsea turned up to Real Madrid, and do you know what? I have to say I was very impressed with the way they played. Christian Pulisic putting Chelsea ahead and dominating. But you know what? The big stage requires you big boys to turn up, and Karim Benzema is now the leading joint scorer in the Champions League with Raul on 71 goals.
Yes, yes,
And it was
people.
an epic goal. I have to say that the two, Chelsea definitely look better from an English
100%.
perspective. But go on, Shaz, I'll let you jump in with your thoughts.
No, it was a good game. I wasn't expecting Chelsea to come as strong as they were, especially playing away. As that little banner there says, advantage Chelsea. So 1-1 game at the first leg. So Chelsea get the away goal. Second leg is it this Tuesday?
Yes, this Wednesday, bro. This
Oh, it's
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Sorry, yeah, they're playing on Wednesday. Chelsea at home to Real Madrid. I think Chelsea are stronger at home. So it's going to be a tough game for Real Madrid to win and get through. So, like it says, advantage Chelsea. All things as they're going along as they should be, Chelsea will probably get through, but you can never count Real Madrid out.
I
Never.
mean, I'm just going to jump in and say, you know what? I actually watched the game, and
Yeah.
whilst you can never write Real Madrid, Timo Werner. What do I say about the
Let's
guy?
talk about Timo Werner.
Timo Werner goes missing more than
More
Beyonce.
than Madeline McCann, bro.
I have no idea, man. I just don't know what to say about the guy. Do you know what? Out of everybody that decided to sign him, Chelsea were the ones that got lucky. I don't know whether they're lucky or unlucky now, but geez.
Well, saying that, I think Chelsea got unlucky by signing Timo Werner. He needs how many goals and sitters has he missed this season with Chelsea? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
No, I mean they do take into advantage the second leg with the away goal. Now, whilst I say that, we can never truly discount Real Madrid because they are
Definitely not.
they are European legends at winning the.
They're one of the best teams going, man. Let's
They are,
talk about that.
but
Real Madrid are one of the biggest teams in the world. They've got some of the best players in the world. They always have a team of Galacticos, which this season they're not doing that bad. They could be doing better, but it is what it is for Real Madrid.
you know what,
Champions League, they always turn up.
I'm going to throw out an interesting stat on this match. So Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea's manager, in 5 games of facing Real Madrid, has never lost to them. So his record is play 1-1 and drawn 4. So you know what, he started off well, and you know what, if he keeps on, if he maintains a draw, then his boys are through to the Champions League. And by the way, this is a remarkable story considering the fact that Chelsea started off with Frank Lampard at the start of the season. So to see them go to where they are is remarkable. Even though
no, definitely the change of manager has done wonders for Chelsea. Lampard just wasn't the right man for the job. He's not Solskjaer. I'm just going to say that he's no Solskjaer.
We're going to touch upon that in a different area. But you know what? I think we're moving on. I'm going to let Shaz.
Yeah. So next game we're going on to PSG versus Man City. As my boy earlier said, PSG self-destruct on the biggest stage of them all. Yeah, I mean, where do you talk? What do you talk about this? PSG winning 1-0.
Shaz, before you jump into this, guys, for those that are watching, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. But you know what? I want to say something. The basics of grassroots football require when you are defending not to leave a gap in between the defense when the attack is. You know what? Shaz, take it away. Go.
Yeah. So this game started off good for PSG. You know, they were winning 1-0 in the first 15 minutes. And Man City didn't even score their first goal to the 64th minute with Kevin De Bruyne. And then literally 7 minutes later, bang, Riyad Mahrez puts one in. And then 6 minutes later, PSG see a red card. What actually happened here? That, you know, they self-destructed, they imploded. PSG going into the second leg are losing 2-1, and Man City have the 2 away goal advantage.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
So this one is definitely going to be a good one. PSG need to come strong at the Etihad to win this.
Well, here's the thing: Pep Guardiola, as much as everyone hates him, is a master tactician in shutting up shop. I have to say that when PSG went 1-up, they could have easily had 2-3 because for the first half an hour, 45 minutes, they dominated.
City. They were all over Man City.
Man City came back. I mean, De Bruyne, as Shaz had mentioned. You know what? Let's talk about this. So De Bruyne's goal, I don't know if anybody saw it, was basically, I would say, a cross more than a shot. Keylor Navas, that was in goal. I think he just fell asleep. And for Mahrez's goal, as I said, mate, well, where do I start? I mean, why would you? It was the worst free kick I've ever seen. I mean, Fernandez scores better free kicks, and you know what? That was a shocker. He literally let through the defense. PSG have it all to do. Idrissa Gueye was the one that got the red card. And you know what? I actually think that this second leg on Tuesday is going to be a cracker. Actually, you know what? It's tomorrow, guys. I forgot today's
match. The second leg tomorrow is going to be a good one. I think out of the two semi-finals, this one is going to be the one to watch.
This is actually the final
because neither of these teams have won the Champions League. This could be their first final for either team. I don't think PSG have hit a final, and I know Man City are definitely not.
PSG got to the final last year, but lost 1-0 to Bayern Munich.
But that's what I'm trying to say. They've not won a Champions League.
That's
this will be their second, obviously, final. So, you know, and Man City's first. I don't think Man City have got to the final before. So it's going to be a tough one. I think Man City, if they carry on as they are with Pep, they're going to hit that final. Can they win it? You know, they're going to be up against Real Madrid or Chelsea in the final. If it's Real Madrid against Man City, I would love nothing better to see than Man City get beat by Real Madrid in the final. That's just my take on it. I'm just not a Man City fan. But to get to where they are, they've done well. You know, credit to them, credit to Pep, credit is, you know, due to them.
No, absolutely. And I mean, my take is that I think it's going to be a humdinger of semi-final. I'm still backing Mbappe and Neymar to turn it on because you know what? They probably play better away from home, as they witnessed in the first leg of the quarterfinals where they went rampant at Bayern 1-3-2. So you know,
Shaz, your predictions for the final? Who's going to get to the final?
I'm going to go PSG and Chelsea.
PSG and Chelsea. Wow. I'm actually going to go Real Madrid and Man City.
Okay.
I'm going with Real Madrid because Real Madrid, you know, they can turn up the heat at any point, bro, and they can get to that final. And Man City, they've got the advantage. They've got the 2 away goal advantage. So I reckon they'll just shut up shop. Maybe actually, do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they go out and try and score maybe 2 goals in the first half, and then shut up shop in the second half because they'll be 4-1 up at that point.
Well, that's the thing. PSG have it all to do, so they might leave gaps in the back, but you never know, man. You never know with this team.
People, we are going to move on to the Europa League. We're going to kick things off on the Europa League with Man United versus Roma. As that little thing down there says, Pogba destroyed Roma whilst fasting. This was a brilliant game to watch. As everybody probably knows on this channel that watches it regularly, I'm a Man United fan. This game was just amazing to watch the way United played. That first goal, the first Bruno Fernandes goal, the one-touch passing to get it into that box was just amazing. The penalty, I think Shaz already went through this on the last video, but I wasn't there. The slide tackle that Pogba made, and then the ball hit his hand. I don't know how they could give it as a penalty. Yeah, it touched his hand, but it's not like he did it deliberately.
It's not intentional, yeah.
Some of the other goals for United, Cavani scored 2, Fernandes scored a second, Pogba got on the score sheet, Mason Greenwood got on the score sheet. Do you know what I mean? It was an all-round thrashing of Roma like we always do when we play them. 6-2 going into the second leg. I don't see a way back for Roma in this. They can't score 4 goals. They can't win 4-0 and go through on this. No chance.
Okay, hold on. Before you start giving,
they're not coming to Old Trafford, bro, and scoring. No, they're not. I do apologise. Not Old Trafford. United are not going into this fixture 6-2 up and losing this semi-final. No chance.
Yeah, I guess this Roma side isn't as strong as the side that beat Barcelona 4-0 a few years back in the Champions League when they were 3-0 down. I mean, my take on this is, and I covered it in the podcast that Shaz missed, but you know what? It was a Cavani masterclass. Cavani rolling back the years, setting up Fernandes for the first goal, scoring an absolute sublime. Well, you know what? He could have had a hat trick. He could have made it.
He could have done. Yeah, I was just going to say that it would have been really nice to see Cavani score his first hat trick at United again this game.
Absolutely.
And same with Fernandes. He could have scored a hat trick. He was all over the place.
We know that. So the only issue I have from a United's perspective is that their second goal still highlights the defensive frailties that United faced when
there was that gap that Mkhitaryan got through and passed it through to Dzeko.
And Dzeko loves scoring at United.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
You know what? Pogba, the turnover style.
I'm going to say this, yeah. In my eyes, Pogba was man of that match. Yes, he only scored 1 goal, but the work that he put in whilst he was fasting, whilst he hadn't had anything to eat or drink all day, he ran that midfield, he ran that pitch. He was holding the ball up in different areas of that pitch, letting our players run forward and making some brilliant runs. And to say he was fasting during near enough the whole game, that guy deserves man of the match.
No, I don't.
All day long.
I mean, my take on is going into the second leg, as Shaz has probably alluded to. I don't think Man United will lose 4-0. I still think they need to go out and be attacking. They still need to go out and look to get an away goal.
Definitely. They need that at least.
The way I would say is start with your best lineup because, as we've already touched upon, the Liverpool game just got postponed. So start with your best, keep them on to halftime, bury the game, and then the second half.
To be fair, I've been thinking about it since we spoke about it at the end of the game, the video yesterday. I wouldn't even start with my strongest team.
Okay.
Because we're winning 6-2. I'd start with some players that deserve a chance. Van de Beek, Amad Diallo, Daniel James, get them on. Yes, don't look at me like that, Shaz. I know you heard me say Daniel James, yeah, but Daniel James has got pace, and I think with the right amount of game time, the right amount of another player mentoring him, like one of the older players mentoring him, the right amount of coaching development, he can turn into a good player. He's got the pace. All he needs is the end product. Some of the shots that he takes are just shocking. Don't get me wrong, but the more he plays, the more he's going to learn, the more he's going to develop. And this is the type of game where you can have players like Daniel James, Amad Diallo, Van de Beek going out there, getting that game time, first team experience, European experience, which is what they're going to need to be in the first team. And this is the chance that they can have to get that experience.
And you know, in the face of everything that we've seen over the last couple of weeks, and especially yesterday with the protest at Old Trafford, I think United are in need of some serious silverware because from what I've heard, and I don't know if you caught up on this, Shaz, they're discussing the permutations of the fans' actions. So apparently there might be potential seduction.
Well, like I've said in another video, Shaz, to have a successful season as a manager at United, you need to win a trophy. Solskjaer hasn't done that. He's not won a trophy at United. and this is his closest chance he's going to get to winning a trophy. Now, what I see is if Solskjaer doesn't win this trophy, his job could be in jeopardy. By, let's say, Christmas, I think he could be sacked. If we've not won this trophy and we're not doing well in the league, he could be sacked.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to give him the summer to get the targets he wants. Now, the reason I say is Woodward's gone. The Glazers have now listened to the protesters say what all he's got to do now is use this to his advantage. Get the checkbook out, boys. Because you know what? The funny thing is that, Shaz, you probably see this, United, in terms of net spending, are only second to Man City. Now, what that tell you is that Man City has spent near enough.
And that's why we're second and they're first.
No, but my point is United have spent more than City.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
So what United should be is go out and cover the key areas. Now I know what's his name? Eric Bailly signed a new contract extension. Love that. I think he's a colossal player, but he has his injury tendency. So a centre back, a right winger, and we do.
No. We don't need a right winger. We don't. We've got players that have tried it, but we've got a young player in the ranks that could take that. Amad Diallo. We've just paid money for Amad Diallo. Yes, he's young, but he showed what he can do in some of the games that he's had a chance in. And I think him in the first team on that right wing, give him the opportunity. If he's not doing well by, let's say, January, then sign someone.
But you still so you still need to sign a striker then, because Cavani might stay.
Oh, come on, man. We've got strikers, man. Let's not call them strikers because they're not actual strikers. They're probably better as wingers. Rashford, Martial, Mason Greenwood, yes, they play better as wingers, but they are strikers. They score as goals.
They're not your traditional strikers, or are they?
No, they're not. You're right there.
Striker.
But let's not get onto this topic of United and who they need to sign. We'll bring that back in another video in Fergie time. We'll definitely bring that back because probably towards the end of the season we will do a video on where United need to improve over the summer.
No, we will.
Now I'm going to let my boy jump on to the next game, Villareal and Arsenal.
Where do I start with this? So, as I said in the preview, myself and Shaz, Unai Emery, Europa League expert, knows how to win it. His boys came out and absolutely dominated the game. I'm going to be honest with you, Arsenal are lucky they're still in it. They could have been 4 or 5 goals out of sight. It was only lucky that Pepe got the pen, because I didn't think it was a pen. My take on it is that Arsenal just didn't show up, and this is reminiscent of the problems that they're currently facing. Give me a sec, but apologies, boys. Technical issues, but yes, as I was saying, Pogba absolutely dominated. There you go.
Oh, my man disappeared in mid-speech again.
Apologies.
Houdini in that.
No. So Villareal absolutely dominated. They could have been 3 up, but they didn't convert 1 or 2 chances. Ceballos got a red card. I mean, let's be honest. The Ceballos red card is reminiscent of the Fred red card they got against PSG earlier in the season. The guy was having a shocker. He should have been taken off, but wasn't. Pepe then got a goal back through a dubious penalty, and then before Kapule evened the score up. And my take on this, I'm going to sum this up. Arsenal have to turn up at home. They might have their away goal, but I'll be honest with you, all the pressure's on them.
Definitely.
You know what? They need a trophy more than anyone else.
I would say let's be honest. I mean, let's be honest, Shaz. With the way Arsenal's season has gone, do you expect them to get to the final and win the final? You don't. And even Arsenal fans know we're right about this, that Arsenal aren't going to win the UEFA Europa League. But saying that, Arsenal are a tough team to predict these days. Sometimes they'll turn up, they turn up the heat and they play really well. And then the other times they just, it's like they can't be bothered. They just don't want to be there.
No, I know what you mean. It's just one of those. I mean, my take on it is that it's going to be an interesting end to the season. Whether
definitely
is a debate one for me.
No, definitely. I think I'm going to give this one to Arsenal. I think so my predictions for the final are 100% United are going to beat her, and the other team is going to be Arsenal. Arsenal are at home at the Emirates, and I think they've got what it takes to beat Villareal at home. Now, United Arsenal final, I'd love it. I'd love it. I know some Arsenal fans, and United going to the final against Arsenal will be good. And if that happens, I'll be bringing some of them on to the podcast to talk about it before the final. And I'm also going to drag them on after the final, regardless of whether United win or lose or Arsenal win or lose, whatever. I'm going to drag them on the podcast after, and we can talk about it as well.
No, absolutely. You know what? We're going to cover that in a separate show. But
Shaz, your predictions for this final, bro?
Predictions for
who's going to get to the final?
So I think Man United are going to do it. They're not going to make the second leg easy. They'll somehow complicate it. Probably end up losing 2-1, but the away goal will take through. That's
even 2-1. That's fine because we're still winning. We're going to be winning 7-3 on aggregate, so that's fine, bro.
And then for me, I actually wanted to see an all English final, but I don't know if Arsenal are going to pull up. But you know, I'm going to stick my neck on the line and say Arsenal, the Gooners, are going to pull through, and it's going to be United versus Arsenal. Classic in the Europa League final.
Nice. So all English final, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep. Cool. No, I'm predicting the same. All English final, United and Arsenal to get through. But once the semi-finals are over, we will be back. We'll do another video on our predictions of the final. And as I said, we'll get some. If it's Arsenal, we'll get some Arsenal fans on. I don't think I know any Villareal fans, so can't really do that. But yeah, we'll definitely be back shortly with a couple more videos over the next couple of days. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll let my boy Shaz give his final thoughts, and we'll end it there.
Yes, peeps. Thanks very much for joining us today. As always, it's been a pleasure to have you on board. As the ticker at the bottom says, you know what? We wouldn't be where we are today without your support and your feedback. And like I said, tune in tomorrow. There's going to be another amazing episode of Northern Sky Blues, where we're going to be looking at the guys and the squad that actually are going to stay and go. So that should be awesome. But until next time, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, people, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.